Hi everyone, welcome to Simply Fun Cooking. I am Rachel Hansen and today I've got my boys with me. Boys, you want to say hi? What's your name?
Hi, I am Chef Nolan. This is Chef Jordan.
Hey, my name is Chef Jordan and I'm a very big honey bobber.
I'm also a very big chocolate.
So today we are going to make a couple of delicious recipes. We are going to start out with some chai energy balls. These are going to be really great snacks for school. And they're going to be perfect because you can make a bunch of them, you can keep them in the fridge or the freezer, and then they're perfect to throw into snack bags, lunch bags for the kids to take to school. There's no nuts in them, so they'll be perfect for those nut-free classrooms. We're also going to make for dinner tonight, we're going to make some falafel burgers and some butter chicken. So we're actually going to get started. Are you snacking on chickpeas already? All right, we're gonna get started with our rice, the rice that we need for the butter chicken, so that can get cooking. So we've got our rice, we've got it all washed up, we've got some water in there. Jordan, do you wanna get the quick cooker started for us? We've got the rice in there, the lid is on. Turn it to white rice and press start, please. Okay, for these chai energy balls, they're super simple. We're gonna use brand new Flex Plus from Pampered Chef. So this is our new food processor, and it actually does a few really cool things. So the Flex Plus does a couple of really cool things. We have this battery operated handle. The Flex Plus can be a food processor, which is how we're going to use it today. It can also be an immersion blender and a hand mixer. So a couple of really cool things. And then we have 3 different blades that can do 5 different functions inside the food processor. So we're going to start out with the food processor with our multi-use blade. So boys, I need you to help measure some things out. Can somebody find a 1 cup measuring cup, a dry measuring cup? Yep, Jordan, can you measure out 1 cup, yep, of the sunflower seeds into the bowl? All right, so then we also need 3 tablespoons of water. Nolan, you wanna add 3 tablespoons of water? I've got it all measured out, just dump it in. And well, I got it from the sink. And then fill it all the way to the top if you can, or use up the whole bag. Okay, perfect. Perfect, all right, dump it in. All right, we need 1/4 of a cup, yep, dump it right in there. We need 1/4 of a cup of honey, so we're gonna use our measure all cup. So we need 4 tablespoons is 1/4 of a cup. Yep, so. All right, so squeeze it all the way to the top. All right, Jordan, we are gonna need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon here. Yep, here you go. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, right in the processor bowl, dump it in. Okay, yep, tap it. All right, here's the top for the cinnamon. All right. All right, Nolan. Ready? Good job.
No, I got it.
You're gonna squeeze it?
I'm the one that's doing this.
Okay. So we have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we're also gonna have 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom. So Nolan, do you wanna help with the cardamom? That is this seasoning right here. So why don't you hold that over?
I want to put it in.
Okay. Okay, good. You got the vanilla. All right, we're gonna have to kind of shake it, kind of tap it. And then we need just a little bit of salt.
Okay, that's a lot.
All right, what we're going to do now,
What about pepper?
we don't need any pepper. What we're gonna do is we're going to get this ground up a little bit. We're just gonna kind of pulse it up and we're gonna chop up our sunflower seeds. We're gonna put our handle on here like this, and then we put the battery on top. Now before we start, there's a little button here that we click, and clicking that just says we're ready to go. All right.
Do I have to press this?
No, you press this button right here. So, hold on, let me get it. There we go. Now, click the button. Yep,
The big one?
yep. So we're starting to chop up our sunflower seeds. We're going to add our dates. So we have some pitted dried dates. Yep, we're gonna put them in there.
In here, then dump them?
We actually need about 2 cups. So why don't we, do you have the 1 cup measuring cup? All right. All right, so Nolan, we're gonna try a little bit at a time. So we're gonna process this, we're gonna slowly add our dates, and we're just gonna keep going until we have a pretty thick paste. All right, I have this mixing at top speed. It's nice and quiet. We're getting everything all mixed up. Nice thick paste, and then we're gonna make this into balls. That is super thick. Look at how thick that is, Jordy. So we can just take our blade out here. Look at how thick that is. We're gonna set that blade aside. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a small bowl and we're just gonna put some unsweetened coconut flakes in there. And then we're going to take our medium scoop, and using the medium scoop, which is about 2 tablespoons, we're just going to scoop up some of our paste. And this is our energy ball. So we're just going to take it and we're going to roll it around in our coconut to coat the outside with coconut. Nope, they don't get cooked. After you rolled them in coconut, we're actually just going to put them in a dish, and they go in the fridge for a little while so we can firm them up a little bit because they're kind of soft and gooey right now. So we're gonna make all these balls, we'll roll them in the coconut, and then we'll put them in the fridge. Yeah, we can all help make one. Now, Nolan, did you say you wanted one with no coconut?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll make one with no coconut, but we're gonna roll these up, and then we'll put them in the fridge, and they'll be ready for later. So yeah, so scrape it off on the side.
And then just plop in my hand and put it in.
Well, you can probably just plop it right into the side there. All right, so there's one with no coconut.
Ah, it has to go over here.
It's fine. All right.
Maybe we should make a couple with no coconut.
All right, Jordan, you wanna roll one in coconut? All right. Go ahead and roll that around.
Can I try rolling one in coconut?
Of course.
Mama, the gooey and chewy.
Gooey and chewy.
Chewy? I said chew.
All right, so there's another one with no coconut.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one with no coconut.
All right, and then Nolan, you wanna roll one? So go ahead and roll it around. Well, let's finish making them first.
Well, wait, first I gotta try it.
Here, you can wipe your fingers off on this cloth if you'll take this piece on the side. All right, so we can play with the flavors a little bit, different seasonings, different spices. We even talked about on the way here, we were talking about how we could put some of our enrichables in here to add some veggies, add some extra protein, all sorts of things that we could do to give these little snacks a nice boost. So this will be a really nice little afternoon boost for the kids when they're in school. We've got those energy balls in the fridge, and our rice is ready. So we're just gonna go ahead and release the steam, and we're actually gonna take the rice.
It's been cooling down.
Yeah, not too long. It's been on the warming setting. We're actually gonna put the rice right in one of our insulated serving bowls. The lid off here. So we're gonna put the rice in our insulated serving bowl, and then it can stay warm until it's time to serve it with our butter chicken. These bowls will keep everything warm for many, many hours. So we're gonna set this aside. Nolan, can you go set this over there for me, please?
And it keeps it cool on the outside.
That is true. Okay, for the butter chicken, we are gonna start with this quick cooker on the sear setting. So we're gonna cancel it from what we were doing before. And our sear setting is right here. And we're gonna go ahead and press start. All right, Nolan, the first thing we need in there is some butter. We need half of a stick of butter. You wanna dump this in there? Go ahead and dump that in. All right, very good. Thank you. All right, we need half of an onion, a red onion. So I'm just gonna take this red onion here, cut it in half, and set half aside. And remember, when you don't use the whole onion, you wanna save the part with the roots. That'll keep it fresher longer. So we're gonna set the part with the roots aside, use that for a different recipe. We need this red onion finely diced up. So, little trick is if we use the little lid here, we have less of a mess. Of course, we can chop right on the cutting board,
Smells good, see?
but if we do it right in the lid, See, finely diced, and then we can just dump it right in. We've got our red onion in there. We are gonna add in some garlic and some ginger. So today, instead of fresh ground ginger, I actually have some ginger paste. I love fresh ground ginger, but sometimes it's just easy to have this on hand. We need about a tablespoon of ground ginger. You wanna put this in the quick cooker? So we have this. Oh, it looks like we're gonna use it up. All right, so Nolan, you wanna press it in? Jordan, if you wanna get any more out of this, and yeah, if there's any more that comes out, go ahead and put that in. All right, then we need some garlic. So we've got our garlic and our garlic press here. We need 6 cloves of garlic. I have some rather large garlic here, so we're gonna do these 5 large cloves, and I'm actually gonna cut them in half. It makes it a little bit easier since they're so big. Put the cut side down inside the press, and then we're gonna go ahead and press that right into the quick cooker. And yes, you guys will get a chance to do it as well. Remember, with the Pampered Chef garlic press, you don't need to peel your garlic ahead of time because it'll take that shell off for you. However, when you have those large cloves of garlic, cutting them in half will make that a lot easier for you. After we've let this cook for a couple minutes, we've kind of softened up the onions and we've got our garlic and our ginger in there. We're gonna add some of our other ingredients. And of course, for buttered chicken, you need chicken. So we actually have it right here in the batter bowl, and it's been marinating. Now, when you make buttered chicken, oh my gosh, the flavors are absolutely amazing. And what we have in here, highly recommend you marinate it for at least 20 minutes, if not overnight, so that you get just more flavor. So the longer you marinate it, the more flavor you get. So in here, we've got some yogurt, but then we also have some coriander, smoked paprika, cumin, turmeric, and some cayenne. So very, very flavorful dish, but it's very simple to make. So I just chopped up the chicken and we added in all these ingredients with the yogurt. So after we have this all done and it's marinated, we're just going to add it in. So Jordan, I'm going to have you mix after we add everything in. So go ahead and start stirring. We're going to get all of this great sauce.
It's so good.
We're incorporating the chicken with that garlic and the ginger and the onions. All right, after we've mixed the chicken in, we're going to add a couple other ingredients. So we need to add a little bit of salt.
And some water.
Nope, we need to add actually a little bit of sugar, just a little.
Can I add some?
Yep,
We
No,
all get
no.
to add a pinch.
1 teaspoon, Nolan.
I add some to my stomach.
All right, go ahead and sprinkle that in. And then we're gonna add our tomato puree. So we've just got 1 large can of it. And we're gonna add the whole can, so a large 28-ounce can of tomato puree.
Can I do that one?
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Alright.
All right, you wanna hold it? After we get this all mixed in, we're gonna put the cover on and we're gonna set this on the chicken and poultry setting for 5 minutes, and then it'll be ready and we can serve it on naan or pita bread or over the rice that we made earlier. So while it's cooking, we're gonna make our falafel burgers, and the great thing about the quick cooker is that when this is done, it's just gonna sit on warm until we're ready. And we've got 1 more ingredient to add at the end, but we'll get there in a little bit. All right, we get this all mixed in.
It's also Indian, so yeah, if you're looking to try different culture food, this is definitely going to be good.
All right, it is time for us to start making our falafel burgers. So to do that, we're going to get out our Flex Plus again, and this time we're going to put the blade in that has the coarse grater. So what we need to do is first we put in that multi-purpose blade, and then we put the coarse grater blade on top. just like this. All right, I'm gonna put this on top here, and we're gonna grate up our cucumber. So I'm just gonna cut off the ends here. I'm gonna cut it in half to make it a little bit easier, but then we cut it in half lengthwise like this. All right, we'll get our handle on here, ready to go. And we're going to coarsely just chop up our cucumber. We're gonna start by making our tzatziki sauce so that that can kind of sit and let the flavors blend while we're making our burgers. So we're gonna put our cucumber in. And we've put one piece at a time. We've got our plunger to press it down. Nolan, you want to help put these in? All right. Okay. We're going to have the zucchini to do too. So one at a time, stand it up and put it in, okay? Wait, hold on. All right, go ahead. Oh, wait. All right, last one. We'll be doing zucchini also. All right, so now we've got our cucumber chopped up. We've got a couple pieces of the skin here on top, which we'll just set aside. Look at how perfectly coarsely grated our cucumber is. All right, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this in our small batter bowl. And we're gonna be making our tzatziki sauce in here. So we're gonna take our cucumber. If you have a lot of excess liquid in there, try to drain off some of the excess liquid, but actually this one doesn't look too bad. So to make our tzatziki sauce, to add to the cucumber, we are going to add half of a cup of Greek yogurt. So push this down to half of a cup. Are you gonna do this? All right, here you go. All right, so we've got half a cup of Greek yogurt. Jordan's gonna put that in the measure-all cup. Remember to do it over the bowl, so if any drops, it goes in the bowl. Okay. All right, we're gonna add in a couple of pressed garlic cloves. I'm gonna add in 2. You can do 1 or 2. You all know me, we love the garlic, so I'm adding 2. 1. So somewhere between a half and a full teaspoon of our dill. I am going to do a full teaspoon. Add that in. And we need about a tablespoon of lemon juice. So we've got our fresh lemon here. I'm just gonna roll it. And I don't need the whole lemon. I don't even need half, so I'm just gonna do a little less than half here. We grab our citrus press and almost, huh?
I like to call it the situation press.
So once we have our ingredients in here, we're just gonna give this a mix. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and cover this. We're just gonna let the flavors mix. So you can set this in the fridge. Jordan, you wanna take this to the fridge? All right, why don't you go put that in the fridge and then come back. All right, and then we're going to get started on our falafel burgers. We're gonna be starting with a zucchini. So zucchini, we need about half of a zucchini or a small zucchini, but this one's rather large. Just like we did with our cucumber, we're gonna take our zucchini. You guys can each take half. And we are going to coarsely grate it up again. Okay, so hold on, let me get it started. All right, next one.
Can I do this part?
Yep, all right, put it in one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Oh, yours fits, okay. Now, your zucchini, once again, if your zucchini is pretty wet, you're gonna wanna dry it out. Honestly, mine's not that wet, so I think I'm just going to leave it. We do have some paper towels for squeezing it out if we need it. But I'm just gonna kind of move this away from that center blade in here. We're going to take the coarse grating attachment off, and And we're just going to use our multi-use blade right here. And then we're going to be adding some other ingredients. So we are going to add in, let me get this all set up here. We'll get our ingredients ready. So we're going to add in some onion, just a small yellow or white onion. So I'm going to take the paper off, get it all ready to go. Nolan, how's the zucchini? Nope, it's all yours, buddy. You can have it. We're going to add, I've got our onion ready to go in, but before we put that in, I'm going to add a couple other ingredients here. So I have 3 garlic cloves. Go ahead and press those in. Lots of garlic in today's menu. We're going to add in some cilantro and parsley. Need about half of a cup of each. That's what we're working on, buddy. Yep, I'm getting there. Now remember, the nice thing about both cilantro and parsley is that those stems are nice and thin and tender, so you don't really have to worry about taking all of the leaves off of the stems. You can just kind of cut the top off, get that big part of the stem off the bottom, and just toss it in. So we've got the cilantro and parsley. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, about half a teaspoon, teaspoon of coriander. You got some onion. Do you know where coriander comes from, Nolan? The seeds from cilantro. Coriander is just more cilantro. In fact, some places they call, instead of calling the leaves cilantro, they just call it coriander. All right, and then we need about a half of a teaspoon of cumin. Welcome back, Jordy. Thanks for putting that in the fridge for us. Oh, we're gonna put it in here. We haven't put it in yet. So now that we have those ingredients in, we are going to put our top back on here. And Nolan, I'm gonna need you to add the onions. Yep, add it in.
I'm a dad.
All right, so we have a can of chickpeas that are drained and rinsed. And then we're just going to pulse this until everything's kind of mixed and we've kind of chopped up those chickpeas pretty coarsely. Okay? All right, so we need about half of a teaspoon of baking powder. We're also going to add 1/4 of a cup of flour. Now, if you're cooking gluten-free flour will work just as well here. All right, we're just going to mix this together.
It's good that you have gluten-free flour.
It is good to have gluten-free flour, for me at least. So we've got the Deluxe Electric Grill and Griddle heated up. I've got the griddle plates on here, got a little bit of oil on them, so that's hot. Careful, boys, okay? All right, so we're gonna take our mix here. I'm just using a 1/4 of a cup measuring cup and getting like a heaping scoop of it. Okay, you're gonna put it in your hands and you're gonna kind of form a patty with it. Just like this.
No, like put it in there, then pop.
And we're gonna put it on our grill and griddle.
It'll settle down.
Yep. And we're gonna repeat and use up all of our falafel mix here. Oh, our butter chicken is done. We're gonna check that in a little bit. All right, so we've got some patties on there. I am going to go ahead and we're going to close this up. But I don't want to squish them all the way, so I'm going to use that hover feature. So it's just enough that we're cooking both sides without completely flattening them so that they're super thin. So we're gonna let these cook for just a couple of minutes until they're fully cooked, and then they're gonna be ready for us to assemble our sandwiches and get our dinner ready. We are just about ready to assemble our dinner. So first, to get ready here, I've got a garden fresh tomato, and we're just gonna get some slices ready because we're gonna want some slices of this fresh tomato on our burgers. So we'll get some slices here ready to go. And then we're gonna start by plating up some of our butter chicken. So first, we need to kind of finish it off here. Woo. Our chicken is done cooking. We are going to add in, oh, Jordan, can you go grab the heavy whipping cream, please? Heavy whipping cream. We're gonna add in 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. This is a nice, creamy dish. We're gonna take 3/4 of a cup, yep, heavy whipping cream, pour it in very slowly while stirring. All right, so we're gonna pour this in, yep. Jordan, you gotta get off to the side, please. Pour it in slowly, keep stirring, you gotta be stirring. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna get a little bit of our rice on our plate here.
Remember, you can like set it up on the side.
That's true, you're right. I can put the lid right on the side. You are right. I forgot about that for a second. All right, so we've got our, all right, you wanna cover it up? We've got a little bit of rice on our plate. All right, Jordan, thank you.
See it right here.
Yep, in just a minute. We're gonna get some of that butter chicken.
Butter.
Look at that, it's super tender chicken, great flavor. You could put a little bit of cilantro on top if you wanted. Now you can serve it with rice or you can serve it with pita. And actually some people like to put the rice and the chicken right on the pita or on the naan.
That sounds good.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and assemble our falafel burgers. Let's take a look at them. Oh, look at that, nice and crispy. So we're gonna take just a sandwich thin, and we're gonna put a little bit of arugula on the bottom here, just like this. And we're gonna take one of our patties, nice and crispy, and we're gonna put it right on top, just like this. And we're gonna top it with a tomato slice or two here. Yummy! And then some of our fresh tzatziki sauce. Yeah, I'm glad I put a little extra yogurt in there. You can see it's nice and ready to go. So we're gonna put this right on top here, just like this. And then put our top on for a sandwich tin. And there we go. So we have our butter chicken and our falafel burgers. And then of course, boys, we can't forget. So our chai energy balls have been in the fridge, so they have firmed up a little bit and they are ready to try as well. So when you guys are looking for some fresh new ideas this fall, with kids going back to school, you need quick and easy dinners, you need fun new ideas for snacks. These are going to be great recipes to start with. So if you want more information about any of these products we used or any of these recipes, you can head on over to pamperedchef.com and you can search for me, Rachel Hansen, or your local Pampered Chef consultant. Thanks for joining us today. All right, guys, you ready to try it?